All right. So one of the things, let's look at this. First of all, right now I'm Scratchpad, right? Everyone sees that? Notice up here in this corner, right here, there's that other symbol. If you press the Control key, and on the keypad, the right arrow, it'll take you right to the graphs.
Or you can get it calculator.
You can just press the calculator key.
So you click Control?
Control and the right arrow will move you across the tabs. And that's important later. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something a little better than this. So I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to press the Home button. And I'm going to go for a new document. Go 1. Now and then I'm going to press No, because I don't care about saving my document. Go. Everyone's got new document. You press No, and you should have this screen. Anybody not have this screen?
Wait, new document.
New document. What do you got? Okay, get out of that. Hit the Home button. New document, which is 1. No. Now, here's the great part about this, is we can save our material from, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Looking for a pen.
Okay, there are pencils in the boxes if you can't find them. So, why is it you got to talk constantly?
Sorry.
The great thing about this is we can add what we want and we can actually save it. So if you're doing a homework presentation or a homework or you're doing a test and something, you can actually save all this so you can go back and look. So we're going to add a graph. So we're going to go to Add Graph. It gives us a graph, right? Everyone good so far?
Yeah.
Now we're going to enter problem 1. The first equation was y equals negative x plus 2. If you don't have the f of x up here, remember you can press tab and it'll come up. So negative x, remember to use the negative sign. Negative x plus 2. Be careful that you don't use the multiplication in place of x. And hit enter.
What?
Y, it's the question 1. It's the equation out of question 1. Hit enter. Then hit the tab button so you get another one up and put in the next equation. X minus 8.
X minus 8.
Now, today we're going to play with this a little more than we've done up to now. Now, I will tell you right now, if you look at this graph, you'll see that you have the point of intersection, right? Everyone sees this point of intersection?
Wait, what do we press? X minus 8. You press tab, open a new one. Then you.
How far back are you?
I'm just at the.
Okay, so hit tab and put in the second equation. So, right now, what we have here is we have where they meet. We also have the y-intercept up here, don't we? And somewhere down here is a y-intercept. How can I get down there? Well, I'm going to zoom. So I'm going to go Menu, Zoom. See Window 4 Zoom? Everyone there with me so far? I'm going to zoom out, so 4. And it's going to ask me to pick my center. I'm going to make my center. And by the way, see that little round thing right below it? There's a little handle. Looks like the handle is where the center is. So I'm going to press that center right there. And it'll zoom out, making my intersection the dead center of the screen.
Whoa.
Is that cool?
It didn't work.
What do you mean it didn't work?
Yes, it did.
Did you figure it out yet?
Yes.
Now, the problem is we got that stupid little zoom button now. To get rid of it, just hit escape.
Escape.
Escape. Spelled just like escape, only in French. Okay, so now you'll see that we have both our y-intercepts and we have the intersection, right? So if I wasn't awesome at plotting this on a graph, I could quickly pull up on the calculator, find everything I wanted, and then plot it. Now, let's find something even cooler. You ready for cool? I already showed Jesse, so. So what we're going to do is go Menu, and we're going to analyze our graph. See it?
6.
So 6. And then what's the one that do you think you're looking for? What are we looking for? Intersection. 4. Now, it'll come up with some dashed lines here. And what it wants us to do is put that on the low side. So anywhere on the low side and then click. And then drag to the high side. Make sure that that intersection is between them. What? Okay, that's not a question. That was just a statement.
Wait, scatter.
Wait, so we press menu, then what?
Menu.
Menu, analyze, intersection. Are you with me now? Tyler, are you with me? Then you get this little dashed line, right? It says, down here, it says the lower bound. See that?
I didn't get it.
Yes, I see it.
Okay, so we're going to move it over because we want this to be the lowest side of Y. We want our intersection in the middle, right? And then it says upper bound after we click. Then we go to upper bound. And we can see
Where we put it?
it doesn't matter where you put it as long as it's above. As long as that intersection is between the two lines, it doesn't matter where you put it. And now click. So what's the point?
Mine's not working.
5, -3.
Who's not working?
Mine.
I don't know who mine is.
Red.
Okay.
Oh no.
Did you get that?
Hold on, wait.
Go to the pond.
Not right now.
I have to pee.
Okay, it says lower bound.
I just
Click.
want to.
Click right there.
Me too. There's eyes.
I pressed the side.
Me too. I pressed
Jason.
I'm done. I'm done.
I know how to do it. I know how to do it, but I know how to. I just
All right. Did everyone get a point? If you plotted them correctly, what's the intersection?
5, -3.
Is that kind of cool? You also, because you have that graph now, you okay, conversations about other stuff. You also now can graph that pretty fast on paper, can't you?
Yes.
Because really, think about it. To get a line, you need 2 points. So for this line here, both lines use this point, don't they? This line here has a y-intercept here, and this line has a y-intercept there. Then I can just draw my lines on the graph. I didn't have to do a lot of slope. I didn't have to do a lot of anything. Does that make sense? Okay. So far, so good?
So far, so good. Mister, I don't know what happened here.